This summit, which is an opportunity for the state government and the people to reflect on the history of the state and align with its recent realities, owing to the COVID-19 pandemic, it brought together local and international business leaders, investors, bankers, industry experts, policymakers, the diplomatic community, and the academia to explore Edo's rich potentials. According to Governor Obaseki, the launching of the projects encompassed projects that will lead to the discovery of the greatness of Benin and Edo State, which include archaeological intervention and restorations. The governor thanked the British Museum, which made a donation of $4 million for the archaeological projects to involve urban regeneration and urban renewal. He said that government we established an independent trust, the Legacy Restoration Trust Fund, which in view the large fund to be raised to enable investors see the transparency in how the money raised is spent.
If you do not know who you are, you don't know where you're coming from, you will not know where you're headed. So that's why the next 4 years will begin with us leveraging on one key strategic advantage which we have, which is our arts, our culture, our location, and our land. We have to discover our greatness in our works, because our forefathers have already expressed who we are in our art forms. And you find these art forms, artifacts and art pieces all over the world. So the next 4 years, we're not going to be talking about infrastructure. We have to take it for granted and just continue to build. We realize that what's important is our people. We're not going to go back on the reforms we started in education. If anything, we're going to complete the process of training the teachers that will train our children. What we need to do in the next 4 years, and what we are going to be emphasizing, is to strengthen the public sector and its institutions.
In a keynote address, founder and principal Ajayi Associates, Sir David Ajayi, speaks on ways to make arts, culture and tourism attractive in Edo State.
Our culture is not just performed, but also it is continual. It is something that we should be invested in, because not only does it nourish us, but it also provides us a roadmap for the sustainability of our societies, our environment, and creating the prosperity that we all want.
Panelists at the 2020 Alaghodaro Summit cross-fertilized ideas on key areas to attract investors to the state in order to boost business and economic growth.
That with the right environment, private sector will work with the government to make Edo greater than where it is today. We should look at Dubai and see what they've done with culture. Look at Singapore, look at Japan, look at England, and see what they've done with culture. We have raw gold in our hands with the culture that we have. So we now need to mine it.
We also believe that agriculture can never reach its full potential without leveraging technology and embracing climate change and sustainable development, which was why I was excited when His Excellency talked about the fact that we are losing, arable farming land. We cannot do what we did yesterday tomorrow, because there are more people living on the planet today. So the thinking has to be different, and technology has to play a central role. But the most important part is that we must secure the human capital in agriculture for the future.
In their remarks, the State Deputy Governor, Comrade Philip Shaibu, and the immediate past Secretary to Edo State Government, Patience Osarogiuwa, said they will continue to work with the Governor on plans to strengthen public service reforms and institutions.
We discovered that we need to just train our bureaucracy. And in doing that, institutionalization of every of our policy is key and critical.
We are happy that we have our own people in every area who, whenever we call upon them, they are happy to come here to assist us in pushing the Edo agenda.
There was question and answer session on grey areas. Patience Osarogiuwa reporting.